Hello, hello, hello. I think we are live, at least the computer says that we are live, and I'm seeing stuff happening. So I'm just going to assume we are all live and you guys can all hear me. Hello, Marlena. I see you first there arriving. Hi. And tonight we're just going to do some nice painting, some nice watercoloring, and we're just gonna talk about the life and universe and everything. And we're gonna talk about my a new upcoming trip that I'm taking to Copenhagen. Well, let me know. Hi, Johan. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's talk about autumn and other cool stuff. Yeah, sound is all good. Okay, then it's fine. My cat is sleeping next to me, so I'm trying really hard not to wake him up. Right? And I did this. This is again a white design, and I wanted to do a couple of white designs because I had some certain products in mind that I really wanted to do. So this is why I have this. And for reference, this actually is a paper that you can buy. This is actually artist paper. It looks like this. It comes in a pack like this, and it's a wide format. It's actually, let me see, 15 by 30 centimeters. So I really like this one. You can buy it also on, this is cold press. You can buy it hot press as well. To be honest, I'm not really using hot press lately. So it's not, I don't know. It requires a little bit more concentration hot press for me, and I sometimes just want to do mindless stuff here. So, well, anyway, welcome. We're actually very much approaching October. I don't know when the time flew. I don't know what happened. I don't know what is going to happen. By the way, for those who don't know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the background, and I'm going to start with green, like really dark green, and I'm gonna end up with indigo up in the sky, and then I'm gonna fill in everything else. So wish me luck, because this is what I'm gonna start with now. Okay. Starting with this. Yeah, I'm just remembering that just exactly this time around last year I started with Inktober again, and I started with the YouTube channel again. So it's been 1 year, and what a journey it has been. I've done so many live streams that I cannot even begin. I never thought that I will have so many live streams and so many videos live since then. I think I missed a couple right now, but you know, planning to get back into it as soon as time permits. For those who don't know, I started a new job, and to be honest, that job is taking quite a lot of time to get used to, and sometimes too tiring to actually do anything. But I'm slowly starting to gonna get along, and how do you say, not get along with the people? I mean, I do get along with the people, but starting to not spend so much time with work, and my time is slowly freeing up, which is good because that means I can spend more time doing art. I actually was drawing today, and I am planning some drawings and some some videos. Why? Because I'm gonna go to Copenhagen, and I do not think I can do live streams from Copenhagen. By the way, the green I'm using is called Perlin Green, so you know, just if you're asking. And I'm using a number 4 brush because these are really intricate stuff that I need to get around to. So Copenhagen, what is that about? Yeah, I have to go for work to Copenhagen. I mean, it's not like I'm going on holiday or anything. I go for work, so you know, hence I cannot necessarily spend all the time there doing art, but I will be taking my probably my Etcher sketchbook, and I will be doing lots of art and lots of sketches and lots of watercolor while I'm there, because you know, in the evenings I'll probably just be pretty much bored, staying in a hotel all alone. So yeah, this is what I'll be doing. And I didn't want to lose any more of the, you know, our regular catch up. So what I thought is I am going to do some videos where I'm going to do kind of a live stream, but it's gonna be like a premiere. So you know, I'm gonna film myself for 2 hours, 3 hours drawing, and then I'm just gonna launch it as a premiere on the day when I normally do a live stream. That is because if I'm there, I mean, although I do have my laptop with me, I'm pretty sure that going and having a live stream with hotel reception, like with the hotel Wi-Fi and all, I don't think that's gonna work, to be honest. So, you know, we're gonna do our best. Yeah. And then once I'm back, I'm gonna be back to my regular stuff. I've already started thinking about Inktober and what I want to do. I'm not going to follow the prompts anymore, but I'm going to do my own thing. I still want to do 30 or so odd illustrations, but they're going to follow my theme, which is going to be more witchy, Halloween-y theme, and more autumn, right? I'm going to have some flower wreaths and flower stuff. I'm going to have some witchy elements, and I'm trying really hard to get some girls and some, you know, some ideas. So you know, I'm following my own prompt this year, and I did look at other prompts like Drawloween and other stuff, but it really doesn't speak to me. I just want it to be more free form this year for me. I just want to do what I want to do and not be bogged down, right? I'm hoping that Copenhagen is also going to be nice, and I'm going to get pretty much inspired, as I think I'm going to be able to do a lot of pictures with all the nice architecture that they have there, and then maybe I'll do some urban sketching as well. So at least I'm hoping that this trip is going to be an inspiration. And yes, I know it's a middle of a pandemic and we're all traveling for work, but it's not that bad, and I do have my vaccinations ready, so all the papers are ready, and you know, I'm gonna be coming back, but it's going to be a longer stay there, so hopefully all good. What else has happened? Yeah, I started going to the office, which was interesting. And funny enough, I haven't been with the train in such a long time, but I took the train one day and it went terribly wrong, because they had this network that the trains communicate with all the signals and all the drivers. Like, they have a special GSM network, and that one fell, and they had the backup, and the backup didn't work, and the backup of the backup also didn't work. So there we were without trains for quite a couple of hours, and I got stranded into a different city, and I had to find my way back home. It took me 3 hours to get back home. So that was an adventure, let's put it this way. And sometimes I wish I would spend that time that you're on the way just watercoloring or doing something, but unfortunately when you're in a bus, it kind of gets tricky because the bus is like bumping around and all of that. Man, sometimes buses are not the best. But anyway, that's what's been happening. So if you're wondering why I didn't do a live stream, I was stuck in traffic. So I just didn't, I was not able to reach home in time. I think I reached very late in the evening. But yeah, that was kind of it. What else happened? I met a lot of new colleagues. So that was fun. And now we are approaching, oh yeah, that's the funny story that I want to say. We are approaching the time when we actually have to take the kids, and the kids being the two cats, we have to take them to the vet to get their annual shot, basically. And we are already scared. We are making the plans. Why? The boy who just sleeps next to me, he has no problem if he's being picked up or if I put him, you know, in the kitty cat cage kind of thing. He doesn't mind. He goes in it by himself. However, the girl she does not like to go in the cat carrier. She does not like to be picked up either. So we know we're going to have to, we're going to have some scratches, and we're going to have quite some trouble getting her in. It's going to be interesting how we're going to be able to make all of that happen. I personally am a little bit scared. Last time it took us more than half an hour to get her in, and I think Johan had, my husband, he had lots of cuts and stuff from her. So we managed to take her there, but yeah, it's always an ordeal. And the funny part is the vet is not that far away. The vet is just 10 minutes walking from where we are. But yeah, when you have a cat that doesn't like to be touched and doesn't like to be shoved inside small spaces, then you have a problem. So we are preparing ourselves. But today was a really fun day. She had lots of fun. She was playing by herself. She was like just attacking every toy in the house. It was very much fun to see and to watch. Sometimes I like to watch what she's doing. She can play by herself. I don't know how. Like Hap tried to play with her, and he was like really kicking him. So when she's in this mood, it's best not to upset her. So yeah, saying that it's gonna be fun when we're gonna take her to the vet. It's gonna be very fun. By the way, I'm trying to do kind of an autumn theme as well. That's why I chose this color. All right, and it's gonna be like the underground, and then here it's gonna start going into an indigo sky. Okay. Other than that, I've been biking a lot lately. I'm really trying to get back into shape, and since I had my ankle broken, it's been more difficult for me to run. But it's been, let's put it this way, easier to bike. So I've been biking a lot, even today, like 20 kilometers or so. And I try to do it every 2 days. I try to bike. I think I'm noticing my stamina increasing a lot. And the fun part about it all is that it starts to get really nice autumn, nice weather, right? Did say, my husband says Did is laying upside down on the desk and wants pets. Yes, now she's a good girl now. It's not like she wasn't acting possessed before. Now it's just more like, oh, please give me pets. So, yeah. So this is what we are trying to do. and it's still good to go out and nice to, I guess, to bike until it gets super cold. I guess around December, when the roads are a bit frozen, it's a bit more dangerous to bike, right? So when the roads get frozen over, I wouldn't necessarily dare go as fast as with the bike now or anything of the sort. But I'm pretty sure that until then I can still go with the bikes. So hopefully by that time I can also start running again. So, you know, we're doing these kind of things. So now I wanna see how I can transition this into the indigo. Dum dum dum. No, that's good. And indigo, I have it here next to the dark blue, which is good. This is the palette I did myself, right? I have my own palette. And I buy, oh yeah, now that I'm gonna go to Copenhagen, guess where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go to Copenhagen art shops, because I saw that they have quite some art shops and I wonder if I can get some other supplies there. I'll try not to buy too much because of course I don't have that much space in my luggage to buy stuff, but I'll try to come with some cool stuff from there and try. Now let's see if we can marry the two here, do a sort of it's okay-ish. It's okay-ish. So yeah, they have some art shops in there. I noticed. I already look for them. Like, it's so weird. Like, whenever I go into a new city, I go to watch what art shops they have, and then I judge the city by the quality of their art shops, which I know it's weird, but it's what I do. And I'm like judging the city, judging the quality of the art shops means like how many stuff do they have? Do they have all the known brands? Do they have affordable prices? This is one thing that I'm a bit scared of in Denmark, because Denmark is very expensive. And I mean, I just looked around for argument's sake at things like food and rent, and some of the things are 3 times as expensive in the Netherlands, and I thought the Netherlands was expensive, right? So yeah, that is something to look out for and to think. I mean, I'm going to have a budget, obviously, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy everything there, because it might be too expensive to do so. Okay. So, yeah. If you were wondering what I was planning to just go there and see all the art shops, see what they have, decide. I know that they have some museums, so probably I'll go visit some museums. And the reason why I'm saying I can go visit is because I'm going to turn this around because it's becoming a little bit harder to paint. So it's easier when you're pulling towards yourself. Art shops are a staple of any good city, and if you don't have good art shops, then Not sure if I can call that city good. I know Amsterdam has really good art shops, really big ones as well. The best art shop I know is in Rotterdam, right? I know London has really good art shops. I've been to a couple. I think I spent all my money in there. Was really nice. So I don't know what to expect from Copenhagen, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Hopefully. Now, what else? Oh, Happy is awake. Happy is awake. He's gonna soon make his way here. He's gonna soon try to see what is this all about. Yeah, he's come. He has come. Oh, hi, Happy. Hi, baby. How are you? Yeah, sorry. The desk is occupied, darling, with all this cool stuff. He's gonna start now trying to attack my camera. So apologies if the camera was moving. Oh, hi. Yeah, he comes for kisses. He just woke up, so he's such a sweetie. Did you just wake up? Oh yeah. You can see his mustaches. He's now petting the camera because he knows that that's a camera. I don't know how he knows it's a camera, but he's just enamored with it. And now he's gonna stay in front of me and bug me the whole night. Hi, Happy. Hi. You gonna help mommy here? Yeah, now what he's doing now, he's testing the watercolor water to see what taste it has. Because in his mind is like, it's water, it's there, so that means it's mine and I can test it. But he didn't necessarily like it. I think the indigo doesn't taste as good as he thinks it would taste. So let's see. Oh, he's making a mess on the desk. It's okay. It's just the cats. Cats will always make a mess everywhere they go. So the biggest decision I have to make actually is funny. Okay, yeah, one of the biggest decisions, because the other one is what am I going to wear there and all that stuff. But one of the biggest decisions is actually more onto what watercolors do I bring with me and how much can I bring with me, right? I'm not sure I am going to bring the big palette with me. I don't think that is needed. I'll probably bring the smaller one, the one with the Schminke super granulating, and maybe the graphitint, because that's something that I really like, the graphitint one. And then we'll see. Of course I need to bring a bunch of microns because I'm pretty sure I will draw a lot. So, but I am struggling to make like a proper travel kit, because I like to have all my colors like next to me and available, and having to limit myself to just a certain set, it's bringing me quite some anxiety, let's put it this way. So I will have to basically learn how to deal with the anxiety of not having all my colors next to me. Or maybe I should just stick with black and white and just do a lot of line art. Could also be something to do. Okay. So now we're gonna do a little bit more here where the two are connecting. Hi, Happy. Yeah, Happy will want to sit. He's now. Oh, no. Don't come onto the painting. It's still wet, Happy. You're gonna wet your paws. Then you're gonna say that mommy made you green. Yeah. You can hear me. If you can hear him, he's purring right now, and he's playing with the tape. Don't ask me why he likes the tape so much, but it's his favorite toy in the world. Okay, now I'm gonna add some more indigo. I'm trying to make this nice and smooth. I know that indigo always dries lighter, like always. There's not a lot you can do there. So we're gonna have to live with it, and I'm gonna go down again. I'm going to turn it around. Might startle Happy. Hi, Happy. And I'm going to darken some of these ones here, some of the green parts. Should have some dark green around, right? I have this feeling that this painting is gonna take quite a while. By the way, for Inktober, I'm not planning to make them as big as this one. I don't think I have the time to do every day one big one like this. I'm not sure. At least I don't think so. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm going to try to do smaller versions, smaller illustrations, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, big illustrations are nice, they're always nice to do, but if they take so much time, and then if I need to do, and maybe that is part of everybody's preparation, like realize that whatever you do is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time and energy. So oh, hi Happy. Hi. Okay. Hi. Yeah, did you decide to come here? He's trying to get my attention and I'm just not giving him any attention. Hi Happy. Yeah, you like mommy painting here? You know, mommy's gonna be gone for a few days. You're not gonna have mommy here. This is maybe, oh no, don't put your paws there. Please don't put the paws there. You know, the hardest part with the kids is making them not put the paws while the paint is still wet. This is hard, to be honest. He definitely wants to be part of everything. He wants to see everything. So that's why. Yeah, now he's gonna play with the masking tape. Okay. What happened there, Happy? What happened there? I tried really hard not to go over the lines. I haven't succeeded really, but actually all in all I think it's okay. I think it's quite okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna come with like really darker colors there. So that's okay. Okay. I think the underground is pretty much done, right? Hi Happy. Hi. And now we can actually go and have some fun with the flowers. So which flower should I start first? So we can start here, like here, because I did indigo, I don't want to do the flower also blue. So if I'm gonna start with some blue flowers, right, I'm going to start from down, and then here is gonna be more red, this and so on, right? Yellows, it's gonna be red, yellows, stuff like that. So let's start with the blue one, and let's think very clear what kind of blue I want. I think I want some cobalt turquoise. Don't know why I like the cobalt. And then of course I'm gonna come with some cobalt blue later on and darken it, but this is what I want to do. So by the way, cobalt turquoise has a special, it's very opaque, so I'm going to put it on some of the petals, and then I'm just going to come and smear it around, because it's very opaque. And by the way, these flowers are anemones, really beautiful flowers. I really like I like to draw anemones, don't know why, don't know what's happening. By the way, my brush is kind of fraying, and maybe this is something that I need to buy in Copenhagen, a new brush. And I really like the Escoda brushes, the Escoda Versatil. I just couldn't buy it anymore online. Maybe I can find something in there that can bring us there. Hi. Oh, what you're seeing there, my hubby is watching on the window. Don't know if you see him, and what he's seeing is some birdies. Some birdies have decided to take up residence somewhere. And he's very intrigued by it. He's like, how dare the birdies go onto the neighbor's roof, and I'm here stuck in this room. This is what he's thinking, probably. Oh, happy. Okay. Finally, he got bored, and now we can actually go ahead and do our live stream in peace. Okay. What I notice is also the opaque colors, they dry out faster than the not so opaque ones. So you notice that I had to scrub a little bit the color because it had dried out here. And yeah, this is something to bear in mind when you're playing with opaque colors. You cannot always wait. Like on normal colors, I can come really later on, like transparent ones, and I can pull them with some water. That's not a very big deal, but on these ones you can't. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do them all, and then we're gonna come with the second layer and darken everything like some different type of blue. But for now, you know, this is okay. So I'm just blocking out colors. Some blue, yellow with orange. Let's see. The yellow I'm using today is the new gamboge. I don't have my other set here next to me, so I'm just using new gamboge. I would have, you know, on a color perspective, new gamboge and nickel azo yellow, they're very similar. Actually, from a color perspective, the colors are the same. The only difference is that new gamboge is more opaque than nickel azo yellow. So this is what you need to take care of. Okay. It's a nice yellow, and then we're gonna do some transparent orange, why not? And I'm thinking we're gonna add it onto the base here, and then we're just gonna spread it around. And by spread it around, I mean I'm coming from up to down with a clean brush. I don't wanna lose the highlights up. Okay, so one way to do it, just do it in reverse. So in order to let that one be yellow, I'm coming from above, down, above, down. This is how I do my colors. Okay, cool. So I've done that one there. Let's do this one also, this color, this cobalt turquoise. It's gonna be nice. The tiny one. Sometimes I like the flowers more how they look like when they're black and white. Don't know why, but I do. Oh, I thought of a wonderful subject to do on Inktober. Mirror. That's a good one. Have a mirror. Yeah, why not? And this one, let us do some pink quinacridone rose. Let's do quinacridone rose, this one. Why not? I find a new way of drawing flowers that I like, where the petals are instead of the petals going like this, the petals go like on the other direction, and I find that really nice. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so 1, 2, right, and now I have 3 more, and we're gonna go more into the pinks and the yellows. Maybe the last one should be also in yellow. One of them should be a more pinkish affair. Let's do this potter's pink. That's gonna be nice. I wanna do really muted colors, so that's why, okay, pending that one, it's not really muted, but I'm gonna mute it later on, right? So I'm gonna do some potter's pink here, and I'm going to add the potter's pink to the base of all of these, and then I'm gonna come with a clean brush and move it around. Okay, don't worry, potter's pink is quite transparent and I'm not that worried. Okay, it's not gonna dry out ugly, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Okay. These ones are nice. By the way, the potter's pink I have here is actually not pink. It's actually Winsor & Newton. But I have another potter's pink. Once this one will finish, that is actually from Daniel Smith. Yeah, so what I found on the potter's pink kind of front is that it's the same pigment and it looks almost the same, so it doesn't really matter which one you take. It doesn't matter. So I started with Winsor & Newton. It's really nice. I have some StreamCam ones from the super granulating set. But to be honest, the brand of Potter's Pink really matters not. So hence why I don't mind any of them. Of course we're gonna come with the second layers of everything, and we're gonna darken things up and do some more fun, right? Okay, I actually wanted to use either the wisteria or the lavender, and maybe I'll just use the wisteria here and lavender here. So let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. By the way, this is lavender and wisteria I got from Daniel Smith. There are nice colors. There's a caveat to them. In order for them to be this color, they have to add white, so they're very opaque. Okay, so you have to bear that in mind, that the colors are very opaque, and you have to add lots of water to make them, at least so that you can still see the lines. So yeah, that's okay. That's how things go. Okay, so look how beautiful this one is. I really like this color, wisteria. I like the name of it, and I know it's the name of a nice flower, which I tried to draw last October, but I didn't necessarily all succeed very well. But maybe this time I can. That would be cool. I have lots of ideas for this Inktober, which I would really like to do. So let's see if we manage to do them. You see that such a big one, it does take quite some time to finalize. Okay, it's not something that can be done really fast. This is the reality. So the reality of it, like even on its long design, lesser than 2 hours is very hard to get, to be honest. I tried, but you have to do a lot of layers, and this is it's not a problem with watercolor. This is what a watercolor does, right? It looks better when you have layers, but having all the layers means you are spending a lot of time making the layers and waiting for them to dry and all of that stuff. So watercolor is also kind of a very much a patience game. And don't worry, we're gonna darken everything up. At the end we're gonna do the leaves, but the leaves are the least of my problems. Leaves are okay. I have enough greens here to make some really nice leaves. And not only greens, but probably I wanna do with some red and different types of colors, because it's more autumn, you know. And lavender is a really nice color. I really enjoy it. I used to have my walls painted with lavender in my previous home. So I used to live in Utrecht. For those who don't know, Utrecht is one of the bigger cities in the Netherlands. Kind of looks like Amsterdam. It's very big, very old, as in very, very, very old. And I used to live there. And I used to live in an apartment on the fifth floor. It was pretty nice. And I had this color and this color, these two colors, the lavender and wisteria, on my walls. The funny part was the living room was this color. I was calling it hacienda. So every room had a different color. And this was like my hacienda color. And I really enjoyed it. When we moved here, we didn't really have walls that we can paint. We had to do wallpaper, so hence we have wallpaper everywhere here. But yeah, if I could paint right now, I would choose a lot of fun colors to paint with, because it really brightens up the place, to be honest. Okay, so we had this, all of this like this, and now I'm going to go back and do the second layer on all these flowers. And the second layer could be with a different color, right? And I said that, for example, on the blue, I did cobalt turquoise, but probably I want to go with some cobalt blue just to darken it, right? So let's see how that fares. I'm noticing that I'm not changing the brush or anything. My brush is still the same. So I'm going to do one petal at a time, and I'm just gonna add the color where I think it needs the color, and then I'm just gonna smear it around and blend it in with the other one. And this is how we're gonna have a two-tone color. Okay, so you can do that one when it's wet, and then you can also blend them very nicely, or you can do this two-tone when it's dry. The color underneath is dry, right? So it doesn't really matter. In the end, you will get the same. Okay, I'm really loving the two-tone, the two colors, because they're both cobalt, so they both have the same pigment underneath, right? Although it's cobalt turquoise you get by mixing cobalt blue with a green, right? And then you have the cobalt blue itself. They kind of match, you know, in a way. So it's kind of the same thing over and over again. I like mixing colors, and I like mixing colors. It really depends on the palette. What are on this case, I think sometimes mixing colors once the other one is dry gives you a better result for this particular Daniel Smith palette. On others, it works also when it's like still wet, so you do wet on wet mixing, and that is fine. Okay, this is a nice one. Let's see if we can darken the inner ones as well. Yep, it works. Yep, worked really nice. I'm gonna do the same to this one, and then we're gonna darken this one with some red, and this one with some dark red, and then we're gonna go up, right? And we're gonna darken all of them, and they're gonna be really nice. I'm gonna just leave the leaves at the end, because the leaves are lesser important for me. I'm adding the cobalt blue really to the edge and see how this one is gonna go, because this is a much tinier one. So I'm not sure if I can. I need to come from above and blend. Yeah, it still goes, it still works, it's okay. But you really need to come from above and blend downwards. If I want to keep the cobalt up, the cobalt turquoise up, I need to not pull it out, but press it in, basically. Yeah. That is a cool one. Okay, let's try some darker red here. I mean, I did pink and now I'm going with dark red. It's gonna be quite interesting. It's gonna come. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. I'm gonna come with a third layer there because I think it requires a third layer. Okay. The one here also requires a little bit of red. By the way, this is Perlin Maroon. If you're wondering what red I'm doing, it's Perlin Maroon. Is it really a red? I don't know if it's really a red, but it's a brownish red. It's a nice red. But since I wanna do all of this more like autumnish colors, I'm gonna use these brownish reds. Maybe I should have used alizarin crimson for this one. Yeah, I should have used alizarin crimson here, because alizarin crimson is much more similar to the other one, to the quinacridone rose. It's just more towards red, so then that would have been safer. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I wonder if I need a little bit more cobalt here and there. I'm going to add a little bit more on certain parts where I think I missed the cobalt turquoise. I don't want these flowers to be total washout. Yeah. Yeah, and on this one I need a little bit more cobalt. Okay, that's good. It's good. How is everybody doing? Are you guys enjoying this? I'm hoping you do. Luckily, I didn't do makeup today, so I can actually rub my eye. Okay, so this one and this one and this one. This is more a darker pink, so let's try to do this. This is called Perlin Violet. So let's try to do Perlin Violet here. I think it will go okay. Yeah. So Perlin Violet is a really darker version of the other one. You see how nicely it blends? It really blends nicely. You know, I'm just coming back. I'm going backwards, you know? So let's do that. but it's a couple of degrees darker, so I'm trying really hard not to add too much of it. Wonder's gonna Johan is wondering how it's gonna turn out. I don't even know how it's gonna turn out, so I have no idea. Hopefully it's gonna turn out nice, but you never know. I mean, we still have the leaves and everything else, and then probably I want to do some stars here and there, you know. It's gonna be quite some work to finish. Actually considering it, whether or not I can actually finish it tonight, I wonder. Yeah, I think the only thing I will miss if I'm going to draw in Copenhagen, if I'm gonna do stuff, is I have no idea what the light situation is gonna be in the hotel room. So I'm probably gonna miss a very bright light like I have here, and it's gonna be hard for me without my bright lights. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we'll see. Apparently the weather is very similar to the Netherlands, so I shouldn't worry too much about it, because there's not much difference. Oh, I switched to a number 6 for some reason, and I don't like the number 6. It's too big. Number 6 is too big. I need my number 4 back again. Yep. The problem with number 6 is not that the point is too big. It's that it holds too much water and then makes it too watery. So the idea is to not let it be so big, aka don't let it have so much water. Okay, cool. That's one. That one, let me see, let me look here. What do I have? I think ultramarine violet will go very well with lavender, and schminke violet with the other one. So ultramarine violet, because it's more towards blue, will go very well here. Yeah, look, I chose it very well. Yeah. So ultramarine violet is from Winsor & Newton, and it's a really nice violet color. I really enjoy this one. And then schminke violet is more towards pink or red, and it's still violet, but it's more reddish, and then that looks more towards the wisteria, you know. So that's why I'm doing that. Initially, this drawing, you know what the funny part is? This drawing wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't supposed to even have flowers, because I only started with the leaves, and I actually wanted this one to be those ones where you do the leaves like negative painting, but for some reason I didn't get the drawing correctly, and then I got frustrated. So then I decided to add just add flowers to it, and then it turned out into a flower. And so it actually started as a totally different idea, what I wanted to do, try, and so on. Pretty funny, if you ask me. And let me be very clear. I think the negative painting is nice, but what I realize is I cannot do negative painting if I have by the way, this one was supposed to be perlin green here. Nothing short of that. This one maybe is also perlin green. Okay, cool. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, and now the last flower here. We're gonna do it with Schminke Violet, and Schminke Violet is, you're gonna see it. It's a very different color. Yep. But it's a good color to tone things down, you know? It's a good color to complement what I'm putting here down. Schminke Violet. Schminke Violet. It has such a nice name. We shouldn't be afraid of these brighter colors because actually they're pretty nice. To be perfectly fine with you, these colors are really nice. Some people might have misgivings about using them because they can be very strong, but in my opinion they are perfectly fine. Okay, Schminke Violet, and I'm going to use it here. Yep. I haven't decided the mod, what I'm going to do with it. That mod is still unknown to me. I will so have to. I'll have to see. Okay. The centers I'll do with Nugan Bosch and some brown. And the brown, it's probably going to be burnt umber. Yeah, burnt umber. Let's do burnt umber. Okay. Let me see if I can do in between. Can I do in between? Can I do in between the white dots? I don't know. I'll try. I could technically and then do the white dots afterwards. You know, like this. I will do with some more brown later on. So, or red. I'll think about it. For now, it's brown. This was a bit tiny. Okay. Let's do Nugan Bosch. Oh yeah, that's nice. Because they're too tiny, I'm just gonna let them dry out before I go and I add the brown, because I think it needs to be a bit dried out to be able to respond properly. So All the flowers still look nice. I will go with a third layer here and here, but we can do that later on. The best advice I would give you all is work on it maybe 2 hours or so, right? Work on it, then let it rest, and then come back the next day to do the rest. Why am I saying this is because I know I'm not going to be able to see all the details that I need to see right now. I'm too close to it, aka I'm too close to it actually being made. So I am, in a way you can say that I'm biased, okay? I am pretty biased. And I still want to preserve some of the yellow, so, you know, letting it like that. Now it looks okay. Now it looks actually good. Now let's try to do some of the leaves. And I'm going to do some of the leaves really nice. And I'm going to add also some red in it. Okay, and the colors I'm using May green, and this color is actually called permanent green. It's more of a bluish green. Okay, and I'm going to come in with the orange, and I'm gonna drop here and here. I'm gonna, yeah. And this is how we make the autumn leaves, right? And not all of some of the leaves will be more darker, but it's still gonna have the red. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna do one by one. Okay. They're gonna look really nice. Also permanent green. And with some orange maybe. With some orange is gonna look really nice. Yeah, I concur. And because I'm doing wet on wet, right, it's going to blend beautifully, so it's going to look really nice. And I'm going to do maybe this one also. So funny how this turned out from just I started to just with the leaves and then I added everything else. It's quite interesting. Okay, and now orange. I don't want to add red because red will be way too strong and orange is strong enough, right? Yeah. I'm trying to make multiple at the same time, see how that goes. Yep, and then permanent green, permanent green, permanent green. Yeah, and then we're gonna have this. I'm gonna just add random colors everywhere. This type of green, especially May green, it dries out really lighter than what you see it here, so I'm not all too worried about it. This May green is more like a permanent green with yellow on it. This is how they make the color. So if you were wondering how the colors are made, this is how they're made. And now some more permanent green, and that's why the permanent green actually looks pretty well in here. It doesn't look out of place because actually the underlying color is also kind of a permanent green base. So if you're wondering what I'm gonna do with the crystals, probably gonna be some really nice red and purple crystals, red and maybe with some blue and stuff. So yeah. There are not that many crystals, 1, 2, 3, and a time 1, 4 there. So you know, we can do them later on. I think I added way too many details. I was not counting on that many details. I think I wasn't realizing that it's gonna be like this. And by details, I mean lots of leaves and flowers and so on. It's quite a big design. So let's try to see how we can speed things up in a way. And here where I went, you know, over the lines, it's okay because I can come with this darker color and it's gonna be fine. And then I just blend it all out. Then I will come with some red, or in this case it's orange. Right. Okay. And I'm lightening it up. Okay. Have only 2 leaves of these colors to do, and then we can go with the other colors. Okay. Yep. We're gonna finalize this, and then I want to add some details, but I think I'm going to let the crystals and the butterfly for later. Okay, good. quite some nice and brown. Okay, that's perfect. And now the other ones, I'm going to do them with rich green gold. And I'm going to add extra yellow probably. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that doesn't go very well. Maybe I need to add some different ones like Viridian. A splash of Viridian. And then the rest is rich green gold. It's still good. Maybe I need some blue. Let's see. If I add blue, it becomes darker green. Notice how darker green is being made. Okay. Rich green gold. And then I'll take the other ones. Okay, and then I'll take this one which says undersea green, and undersea green is much more darker, and we're just gonna do it with the undersea green. Yeah. Yeah, that is perfectly fine as well. Rich green gold. Undersea green. Yep. And let's do all of them. Okay. I am counting on the fact that most probably it's not gonna dry that fast, and I can still come with the undersea green and make darken things up. Okay, I put way too much undersea green there. I just wanted to give it a tint, right? I don't wanna have it or being overpowered. Yeah. Cool. Undersea green. And this one as well. And then undersea green. The funny part is that undersea green is super granulating. So you can see the individual grains. It's so funny how at least I can see them. Yep. I like this combination of granulating colors and not granulating colors. It's always fun. And then we're gonna have the undersea green here, undersea green here, undersea green here. I can add more colors later on, like some more yellow and stuff. to these leaves. So for now, this is what we have. And I'm going to do a second layer on the leaves of May green and stuff, because I really think they can be much more stronger. Okay, let's do May green. Permanent green. And orange. I contaminated my orange. I contaminated my orange. Oh no. What happens when you contaminate the orange? It becomes more brown. And I contaminated by adding green into it. And you don't want to have that one. Okay. I think this leaf is now much more vibrant. What, don't you agree? I think so too. Let's add some more color here and there. I'll first add the greens and the permanent green. And you might wonder why, because I don't want to contaminate my orange again. And I'll just add orange at the end. I mean, green with green, it's okay. We can manage. But if I contaminate my orange, then that's not gonna look nice. I wonder if I was born in a different century, maybe would I have still picked up painting, or maybe that maybe in a different century painting was not for girls really, it was only for the meisters. I always wonder what the girls did. For fun. I know they were writing letters and stuff, but I have no idea what other stuff they used to do. If I was a girl in a different time, would I have been able to pick up painting? That is a question. Maybe if I was a noble's girl. Yeah, maybe if I was with a noble, I think, then definitely. Then I would have been able to be like really, I mean, unless you were a noble, I doubt that you would have had money to buy the pigments and all that stuff, right? I mean, those stuff must have been very expensive. So I'm just going to assume that it wouldn't have been possible unless I was some sort of noble. noble lady. Yeah. Red. Let's do it. To be honest, if I would have stayed in Romania, I'm not sure I would have had the money either. So, I don't know, for a Romanian person to buy, I think what happens is this, the Daniel Smiths and so on, they're very expensive. So, I don't think people in Romania would have had the money, or me had the means to buy this. I think I am quite lucky that I can do this here. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able. Maybe I would have been able to buy those Russian ones, the Black Knights or the Starry Knights, or how is it called? In 19th century, yeah, there were women painters. Oh, Johan, tell us some more. What women painters were there in the 19th century? Are they any famous ones? Anybody that we know? Oh yeah, I remember her, wasn't it? Charlie Torop, wasn't she a famous one from the 19th century? I mean, Jan Torop was her brother, but Charlie Torop was the girl, right? And so on. So indeed, there were a few in the 19th century. And 17th century, you said. Okay, 17th century as well. Now that is unexpected. I would not have thought that 17th century girls were allowed to do painting. Charlie, by the way, was daughter of Jan Torop. Oh, okay. So Charlie Torop was daughter of Jan Torop. Nice. Pretty nice. I'm trying to do a little bit more color on the... And I did a dioxine purple. Not everywhere, but I want to have a little bit more color. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna do here a bit more wisteria. Yeah. The green is a bit going into it, but it's okay. Okay. Some of these ones, I think more blue will be... More blue would be nice. Yep. Sometimes this is it. Okay. So all that is left are the crystals, okay, and then the butterfly. And I haven't decided yet on the butterfly. It's still pretty much under discussion. Maybe I'll do the butterfly with red. Could very well be that I do the butterfly with red. Let's see this one. It's more yellow. And down there, it's gonna be the transparent orange. That's okay. One of the crystals, the other crystal, I'm thinking more darker blue. Darker blue, yeah. And then the viridian here. So it's gonna be blue into green, this crystal. Okay, that's good. And then let me think. What other color crystals should it be? Yellow and purple. So I'm gonna do this one yellow. And then I'm going to come with purple from down, and purple being this one. Yep. And then that one I'm gonna do with red. So we're gonna do some perlin red. And then we're gonna come with some darker red later on, but it's okay. It's gonna be red. Okay. And this one was this blue. Yep. Dun dun dun. This red needs to be really dark red here. It's gonna be okay when it dries. I'm gonna do some more red and some more stuff. Some more pink here. You know, darker, lighter. It's still fun. Okay. And then alizarin crimson. Let's try. This is dark red, and you might wonder why do I want dark red? Because I want some contrasting color somewhere. Okay. The second pair. Okay, let's do the same color and then we're gonna work on it. We're definitely gonna work on it. But we need to let it dry. And then we need many more layers for the butterfly. But for now, I'm just blocking in the color. Okay, good. We were saying some more brown to these ones. Yep. And I'm going to add dots in the middle, also with it's gonna be white, but it's gonna have also some dots with other colors. Okay. Tum tum tum. The body needs to be different. Okay. Okay. Let's actually start adding things with white. Okay. This is the last part. By the way, if you're watching it after the live stream, that's all okay. Feel free to put it on a speed, you know, like so you don't have to watch 2 hours of me doing stuff, you know. I mean, you need that one. I'll fix later on. Don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. And I actually had where is that? It's not here. Okay. I'm adding the stars here because this is a night sky, and this one when it's dry I'm gonna make it good, but for now I don't have it's not yet dry, and I tried to fix it and it didn't work. Right, so I am just dabbing here. Okay. Yep. That is perfect. And now once it's all dry, I will fix the butterfly and I will fix a little bit the line because they become very blurry. So I'll go with a black pen and I'll do it even darker, right? But I need to let it dry out. That is the one thing that needs to happen. But so far, I'm really happy with the results. I'm really happy with the leaves and with the colors. So altogether, I think it turned out okay. It's a really nice design, and I cannot wait to actually make a picture at the end on how it's gonna look like. Okay, but thank you so much for staying with me. It's almost 2 hours, or 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is quite a lot of time, right? But it was fun. Fun to do a live stream, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to close the live stream, and then once it's dry, I'm just gonna add all the details, and then you can watch this picture onto my Instagram so that you see how it turned out. Okay,